Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm here with the gorgeous Hannah. We did an untraditional smoky eye, a little pink, a little mauve, some glitter, some Smoke and Mirrors Beauty lashes. Be sure to check it out. First I start off with Lemire Gel Moisturizer. I apply all over evenly. Then I use Makeup Forever Step 1 Moisturizer. Primarily in the dry areas, I use depending on what the client's needs are. Then I use Urban Decay's Eye Primer. This is a must for almost every eye application. A little goes a long way. Next, I'm going to use my favorite eyeshadow by MAC. It's Brulee. I'm going to use it all underneath the brows. Also go back if the Urban Decay needs tapped out. Be sure there's no lines. Then using a pink eyeshadow, this one's a MAC shadow. I evenly apply the pink to the eyelids before blending out. Build the color in layers. Then blend using a darker shadow up through the crease. A little goes a long way. We're not trying to make a line. I'm building up definition and blending out the pink so the pink pops more, not so much creating a dark crease. With a smaller brush, in the outer corner of the eye, I go in and build up using the same shadow, but just giving a little lift. Then, with the same shadow and a smaller brush, I connect the outside eyeliner. I'm building it across the eye line into the tear duct. Then I repeat to the other side and make sure that there is balance. And once again, I'm trying to just accentuate the eye shape. I'm not trying to go in for full-on dramatic look. Going back in with a little bit of a waterproof pencil. This one's by NARS. I go back over right at the lash line to actually give that pop, which will allow the eyelashes to seamlessly go on without noticing where they start and stop. So blend, and blend some more to make sure your eyeshadow and everything is seamless. I go back 2 or 3 times on every eyeshadow application to make sure. Then, using my eyelashes, Smoke and Mirrors Beauty, and Duo adhesive in dark gray, I put a thin band all the way across the eyelash, making sure to get the ends. Then, measuring of the eye, trimming if necessary, I apply them and gently lay right on the eyelash line. Be sure to apply the lashes and making sure the ends are connected. Have the client or yourself look up and left and right to make sure they're on securely. A little glue goes a long way. If you use too much glue, it gets everywhere and doesn't apply correctly. Okay, first I'm going to start off with a Brow Wiz by Anastasia. Hannah has really, really dominant brows, so I don't want to overpower them. So with most brows, I first go in with the Brow Wiz or a pencil of your liking and just go in and make fine little hairs to fill in the gaps, extending the ends, focusing on the ends. Your brows bring balance to your face and symmetry, so it's very key that you build them up, you don't paint them on. You also want to go in layers, because the more layers and different variations of products in color will make a more seamless and flawless application. I'm going for really dramatic brows since Hannah can pull them off. But you'll see I don't go in and complete one brow before touching the other. It should take a good minute to get the brows perfect for any client, because if not, they can become too heavy and dense, and you want your brows, even if they're very defined, to still have an airiness and breadth and depth to them, which you can see only happens when you take the time to apply them properly. I'm still using the Brow Wiz, which I love because you can draw in individual hairs, fill in the gaps, blend it out, and keep it looking natural and flawless. It's definitely a must-have in your makeup kit. Next, I'm going to use mascara. I'm using NARS here. I really like this mascara. Any mascara is fine. Just get a nice coat to blend the lashes together. Then I'm using a liquid foundation. This is Chanel liquid. I'm placing it all over the face. I like the Chanel because it has a little bit of a pink undertone. That's really great for fair skin. I'm applying it all over. This is a medium coverage foundation. So any medium coverage foundation that matches up is great. Then I'm going to take RCMA. I love RCMA. This is shade 1. I use it as a contour across the forehead, and it really is great at sculpting out the whole face. I'm going for more of a dramatic look, so I'm going to cut the cheeks, the jawline. Then I'm going to go in with a cream concealer. This is a lighter Chantilly by NARS. Any cream concealer will work underneath the eyes. I'm making sure that this is a couple shades lighter than her skin tone, because I really want a nice pop for a dramatic look. Being sure to blend out so there's not any heavy deposits of the concealer. Next, I'm going to take the NARS Illuminating Concealer in the same shade, but I'm using it on the tops of the cheekbone, a little bit on the forehead. This is going to give a nice glow to the face, and this is more for the finish, so you get a little bit of the dewy effect. Next, I'm taking my best friend, the Beauty Blender. Make sure you wet the sponge first if you're a first timer using this. But this really blends out and gives a very airbrushed, even effect to the makeup. It's definitely my must-have for every makeup application. And blend, 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 and blend, and blend. And when you blend, think you're done. When you think you're done, blend some more. This really is just going to combine everything into one nice even layer, and keeping the skin, though made up, you won't lose the texture of the skin, and it actually won't give a heavy effect. I know with this lighting, it looks much more severe, but in the daylight and natural light, it appears much less dramatic. The Beauty Blender is very much like a magic eraser. See how flawless this is? Make sure you get the hairline, especially if you're a client or you are fair. Going with a clean, wet beauty blender along the edge is perfect. Then I'm going to take a little bit of loose powder. Now I use a Giorgio Armani that's discontinued. It's like my saving grace. But any translucent powder with a little bit of a sheen is perfect. I use it down the bridge of the nose, a little bit right underneath the eyelash line, the tops of the lip, anywhere you want the nice highlight. So next I'm just going to take the same shadow, the pink, a little bit underneath the eye with a little bit of the gray, just all underneath the lash line. Dusting off the powder, going back over the beauty blender just to finish off. Using oak liner, which I use on most lip applications. It's a nice neutral lip pencil that gives a little dramatic fullness to the lip without going warm or orangey. I'm going to fill in the lip shape, fill in the lip with the pencil. It's a nice neutral pink. Building up the color. Next, I'm going to use the Urban Decay palette. This is a bronzer blush trio. Going with a bronzer to give a little bit of a warmth. Going through the hollows of the cheeks, going back in with a highlighter. I finish with Urban Decay finishing. And last but not least, I take a little bit for fun. I take a Chanel cream glitter and I just pack that on the lid. Just a little bit goes a long way. This gives a little bit of dimension and a little fun to the eye.